Hi everyone, this is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. I just have a quick project share, and as you can see, I've been working. And I haven't put away things that I've cut out that I didn't use and stuff like that. But before I do that, I wanted to share, before I get busy with that, I wanted to share my card that I created. It's so funny because these cards look really simple. Like when I create a card, sometimes I think they look really simple, but they took me all day to create. Go figure. It takes me a long time to make up my mind what I want to do. That's why I have a bunch of cutouts to right here on the side, because I take things out or I cut things out and I spend all that time with that and then I don't use them. But finally, I did finish my project, so I wanted to share it with y'all. Um, I created a Mother's Day card, and it doesn't have to be strictly Mother's Day. It could be, depending on what you put in it, this card could be for anything. But it could be a Mother's Day card, it could be a birthday card, it could be a Mother's Day card for your sister or your friend that are mothers, so it could be for anything or just because. Anyway, I used a combination of dyes and different dye companies. I used I'll share with you right now. I used this die set, and this is called the Timeless Rose, and it is from Tattered Lace. And that's what I used for the flat roses. And then I used this is a pretty large set right here. I use this large, it's called DL Label Stepper, and this one is from Carnation Crafts. So I didn't use all of it, but I used some of the panels. I used the center one and the outline one, the silhouette one. I used this center one, and I used a couple of things like these on the side. So I didn't use all of it, but I did use quite a bit. And then I used Heartfelt Creations leafy accents, and I will share with you what that looks like. Let me grab it really quick. Oh, I used it and I put it away. What did I do with it? Ah, here it is. I think I shared this on a haul, and this is the leafy accents from Heartfelt Creations. So I use those three companies to create this card. So as you can see right here, the rose leaves are the ones that I shared with y'all the other day that I created with this. And the panels that are on the front are from the Carnation Craft stepper card. Now, what I wanted to do with this card, I wanted it to look like when you go out into like a courtyard and there's potted plants and stuff like that, and then there's like some kind of plaster or concrete statues or on the things that are mounted on the wall, like water. They'll have like a lion's head on the wall and water will come out of that, like a water feature. That's what I was thinking in my mind, like an outdoor garden type of courtyard. That's what I was creating with this card. That's why I made the doors so you could see right through it. If you look really closely, and I'm going to bring it up, you can see the potted plant on the inside. You can see the roses up here. And that's what I was going for, more like a wrought iron gate, like you would find in a courtyard. And I love the way this came out. And I did, there is glare because I did put a piece of acetate in between the two layers, kind of just to protect the card, but it really isn't necessary because the paper that I used is very, very strong. And it is a pearlized paper. And I love the way it came out. I didn't do anything in the back. It's just plain. There's nothing special on the back. Looks like I need to glue this a little bit down. I can see where it's coming off a little bit. See how I can pull it here? That's the thing with pearlized paper. It's a little hard to work with. And I don't like to depend just on tape, so I do like to use glue when I work with it as well. So anyway, I'm going to open the card up so you can see what I was talking about. So when you open it up, look at how beautiful this card looks, guys. So this is what I was talking about when you go out in a courtyard and they have like water features or sculptures and stuff like that. So I added a couple of cherubs to the side panels, and I did cut out the frame in gold. So you have the option to use the silhouette and then the filigree one together to cut it out completely. And that's what I did with the gold piece. But on the panels in front, all I used was the filigree. I didn't want it to cut out. I wanted it cut into the panel, but the panel to be intact. So that's what I did there. There's the other side. What I used in here, oh, let me grab it. Or do I have it up here? Yep, I have it up here. One more thing that I used from up here, from Heartfelt Creations, is this urn. And look at this. It's a large floral urn, and it comes with different foliage that you can use in there, but I didn't use that because I wanted to do the tattered lace timeless rose because it was such a deep red and they look so vivid, so real. So what you do is you print out the artwork, the charisma, and then you line up your dies with all the images and you cut them out. And it does a lot of, let me move it closer. You can see it better probably on this one where it's got the detail cuts in them, so it looks like it's got veining in them. So that's why I wanted to use these flowers. So I made like a flower arrangement. Oops, I used another die from Carnation Craft, and that one I don't have it handy with me right now. Let me grab it really quick. That one is called Gypsophilia, and a lot of us would recognize it as baby's breath, that what you add in flower arrangements. So that's the other one I used there. Let me grab mine really quick. That way you know what it looks like if you're looking for it. And I mean, there's a lot of things that I could have used from Carnation Crafts because I have a bunch of their flower dies, but I wanted it to look like a flower arrangement. Come on, where are you? The reason I don't have it out is because I did die cut some out. Here it is. Wouldn't you know, it was almost at the end of the pile. I had some pre-cut in a notebook where I keep a bunch of die cuts. When my friend Jackie started sending me die cuts, I kind of created a notebook. And when I use extras, like for example, the ones I have here right now, the little pile, I will actually put them in my notebook. And before I start creating anything, I'll look through my notebooks to see if I have something already cut out. So it's this one right here, and it's called Gypsophilia. There's the name right there. And this is the one that I use for the baby's breath that is here. And I did add some... you could add glitter, you could add stickles, whatever it is that you use. You guys know that I use that glue from the Dollar General, I think is where I picked it up, or something like that. Anyway, that's what I wanted to use to create a flower arrangement, and I wanted this big urn to look like it was out in the garden. The Happy Mother's Day is from the Happy is an old die. You guys probably have one in your stash. So it doesn't matter what happy word you use or Mother's Day is. Whatever you have will work. Any flower that you have will work. Any pot that you have, whether it be a vase or a pot, would work. I'm just sharing with you what I did with mine. But I love the way it came out. I think it's so very pretty. And I just wanted to share it with y'all before I start get a little bit distracted and start putting things away. And what's funny is that I took out my box and I altered the letter one, and I wanted to make some small tags or something. So when I looked at my die, I thought, oh, these would make great tags, and I cut it out and I put the piece in there and all that good stuff. And the more I looked at it, the idea of a card came to my mind. So I kind of set that aside. and decided to work on this card, but I am very, very happy with the results. To color these in, I did use the Spectrum Noir markers, the tri-blends, and have the three, because I'm not good at putting shades together when I'm coloring, so I like to buy the tri-blends, and that makes it easier for me. And these roses that are in the front, these were a gift from my friend Carolyn. Carolyn is Tea Time and Dolls here on YouTube. And this is what I created. I hope that you like what I created. I hope this inspires you. I hope that this gives you ideas on creating your own cards. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great day and God bless. Bye.